I forgot that last night. So here's what happened. Good morning, guys. Today I'm making this video to talk to you about a mistake I made that almost cost me a lot. It's pretty embarrassing too, because it's not something I would normally forget to do. So yeah, but first we need some coffee, so let's go ahead and go get some. Trying to quit. I feel like everything just got brighter. Alright guys, you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. Trying to get your attention here. You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you about how I made a mistake that almost cost me my truck. There's a possum, dead possum in the rear. I bet in the video right now it probably looks like my Tahoe is a right-hand drive Tahoe, but it's not. It's just the way my camera is. Selfie mode right now. So let's go ahead and get back home, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I did that almost cost me my truck. It almost burnt it down to the ground, blew up the battery. So let's go ahead and get to the house. Does that annoy you? How about the sound of the belt? Does that annoy you? I hope so. Hope my videos really do annoy you. I hope you keep watching them just because they annoy you. Alright, let me show you what I almost did to mess up the truck. You ready for this? I don't think you are. The short version is, can you see that? You see that hole in the side of the truck? You can barely see it. The short version is, I didn't hook a wire up to the battery that was supposed to be hooked up to the battery, and well, it was touching the side of the truck, and it has been for about a month. That's the short version. Well, I was going to take the battery out, check all my wiring, tighten everything up, and clear coat that spot where that hole is. But I don't have none of my tools with me. I forgot that last night. So here's what happened. I'm sitting on the couch. I hurt my back the other day, so I just was resting yesterday. And well, my fiance calls me after work. She gets off work around 8:30, so she calls me and she tells me the truck's acting up. And the way she described it to me, it sounded like a coil went out or a spark plug was screwed up. And so I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. She said the check engine light came on. So I'm like, damn it, you know. I went, put all my tools in the Infinity, drove to her work, and started going over the truck. First thing I did was I hooked up my OBD scanner, hooked it up to the truck, ran the codes, and it was saying the throttle actuator, which has thrown that code before. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about it in a previous video. It was a ground wire before, so I'm like, well, that's weird, you know, so because I fixed that issue. So I went back over the work that I did before, and it was all intact, everything was fine. And then I just started looking over the truck, and then I seen it. I seen a hole. I seen the hole in the side of my truck. So I'm like, damn it. So luckily I took all my tools. I was able to take the battery apart then and there, or not the battery. I was able to take all the cables off the battery because basically I just realized I forgot to hook up a wire to the damn battery. Whenever I changed the alternator like an idiot, I hooked the battery back up and it was pouring rain. It's no excuse, you know, I should have done it right, but I was just so nervous about trying to mess with the battery during the rain, which typically I don't think you really have to worry about car batteries in the rain. Don't take my word for that. But anyways, I hooked the battery up in the rain. I was in a rush and I didn't hook that wire up. I made a mistake. So, a mistake that almost cost me my truck. Because the way she described it to me, like, basically so I have the big 3 done. So that's the whole reason the truck was running. Because there's this black wire right here. This wire was the wire that was coming over here and touching the frame right there. And pretty much just burning a hole in it. And so I had the blue wire right here, part of my big 3 down here. It goes up to the alternator. So basically I was still getting a charge on my battery from the alternator because of that wire. And yeah, so long story short, that's what happened. I just forgot to hook it up and the truck was still running just because of the big 3. The fact that it was shorting out like that and causing the truck, because the lights were flashing, everything was messing up in it, that tells me that it was messing with the computer in the truck. And that's what will happen if you short out your battery or short out your wiring system. If you take your positive and hook it to the ground, that's what's going to happen. And yeah, so like I said, I made a mistake. And with that being said, you know, like, I make mistakes all the time. So do you. We all make mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake as long as you learn from it. Sometimes you get lucky and they don't cost you anything, and other times they cost you a lot. Like, I really wouldn't want to have to get a new computer for this, and then I got to get it flashed to the dash, and just so much, you know. And it's not hard to change out the computer, but it's just a pain in the ass because you got to get it flashed over to your dash and your mileage and all that fun stuff. And I'm still concerned that the computer isn't right because, you know, I got lucky. So I got really lucky on that one. But other than that, guys, I guess I'm not going to show it in the video. I just want to make this video, and like, I don't want it to take all day. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and show you that, you know, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect at this YouTube stuff. I'm learning, I'm growing, and lately I haven't been doing real good at all as far as views goes, but that can be in multiple things. That could be my thumbnails aren't good enough, my titles aren't good enough, the topic just isn't that popular. Like, it can be a lot of stuff. So I'm experimenting. So for me, this is a long-term game. Like, I'm not worried about the views. I'm not worried about none of that. Like, it's a long-term game. Eventually I'll figure out the code and I'll crack it, and then I'll get a lot of views. But, you know, I don't want to start out with a million subscribers. Like, I couldn't keep up with that. Not right away anyways, but I would learn. But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna do this in another video. I'm just going to, or no, like, yeah, I might do this in another video, or I might just, when she gets home, or actually, you know what, I think I can get a bottle of clear coat. I'm gonna spray some clear coat on it right now. Actually, I'm just not gonna take it out, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, got the clear coat. It's headlight coating, but it's still a clear coat, so I think it'll work for now anyways. And not very much in here, but we don't need very much, so I think this will work for now. Eventually what I'll do is I will actually take the battery out, sand it down, and actually put some automotive clear coat on it. Well, this is automotive clear coat, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Alright, we now have clear coat on it and the battery. I don't know how well that's going to work on the battery, but I guess we will see, won't we? Alright, so that part's done. There is something else I want to talk to you about. We don't need this no more. That'll work. Something I've noticed in my videos that I had to work on. Back to the Batmobile. My back is still sore. Anyways, back to the mistakes. Like I said, we all make mistakes. You know, it's just important that we learn from those mistakes and we keep moving forward and apply what we learn from the mistakes that we made. So one thing I'm still trying to learn is recording. I still get nervous. There's days I feel more nervous than others to be on camera. Like today, I don't feel nervous at all. It's just like whatever. So that's cool. But then there's days where like I have a hard time recording because like I go through and I go to edit my videos, and I notice like even in this video, I went back and watched a couple clips before, and you can only see like here up. So it's kind of hard like doing it on the phone and like the tripod I use, because it's easy to like hold it in the wrong position, and then it cuts half my face off, because like I'll have my arm extended all the way out here, and I don't even know if I'm in frame or not. And if I use the selfie mode on my camera, then it makes everything look backwards. If you go through on one of my, I think the video was how to install a glass pack without welding. I had someone comment on it and said he didn't know there was a right-hand drive Tahoe because I was using selfie mode in part of that video, and it makes everything look backwards. So at first I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm like, what? And then I rewatched the video. I'm like, oh. So I'm learning, I'm still learning, and all this stuff I learn, you know, I'm taking mental notes, I'm writing down notes to try to remember this stuff, but I don't always remember it as I'm recording, because sometimes when you get into like a flow state of recording, you don't really think about everything, you just record. And then one thing I want you guys to know about me is like, I'm trying to be authentic as possible. Like there's times I go through and I will re-record a clip because of how it turned out, like you couldn't see me, but then I feel like it's not as authentic, and I don't feel like it's myself, because the energy is different the first time you say it than the second time you say it. So I want my videos to look professional, but at the same time I want them to look real. So I'm learning as I go. So that is a mistake I make quite a bit with YouTube, and I'm working on that. So you guys just work with me, hang in there, keep watching my videos, give me feedback, let me know. You guys let me know, like if you see little stuff like that, let me know what I'm doing wrong, so I can, because I don't always see it, you know, like you guys might see something that I don't. So I'm relying on you guys to help me out with that part. Second thing I want to talk about is, so then, well, I just quit my job for a good reason, but so I got another job making a decent amount of money, a lot more hours though. And well, my previous job, I had 3 days off. Well, it wasn't always like that. I was working 5 to 6 days a week, 10-hour days, making pretty decent money, but then we cut all the overtime and we started working 4 days a week, 10-hour days. And having the 3 days off was nice, but the overtime was nicer. So I found another job that pays a decent amount, which, like when I say a decent amount, like definitely more than what I was making, a lot more. I'm not gonna go into that on here, but it should help me with the channel as far as like production quality, because I'll be able to get better gear, better equipment, and also a better camera, maybe some GoPros, and also I'll be able to do more stuff to the cars now, and so that'll help, you know, the channel as far as content. But now it might take away from how much I upload. So I may end up going to uploading only, you know, once every 2 weeks. Maybe not. I might still be able to keep it at once a week or twice. But I know sometimes like I get really ambitious and I want to do things, and sometimes I'll say things in my videos, like, you know, like the in-between video, like I really wanted to do that, and I really wanted to make that happen, where once a week, you know, midweek I would upload a video, and I would just be kind of whatever. That turned out to be a lot harder than I thought, because work and life. And so like, which I mentioned that in the video, like I don't know how consistent I'll be with that at first, but it's still like, that's still my plan. I just don't know if it will actually happen. I don't know how this new job is gonna affect my YouTube schedule, because I will be working second shift now, which is typically supposed to be 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. But lately it's been going until 3:30 or 4:30 a.m. So a lot of hours, guys, a lot of hours. I like the sound of 3 to 12. Like, I'm all for that. The 3 to 4:30, like, I'm for that too, but I just know that 3 to 4:30 or 3 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. is definitely going to affect the channel. But nonetheless, I'm still committed to YouTube and making videos for you guys, and, you know, sharing my life with you guys, and, you know, make some how-to videos here and there. But I'm gonna try to, like, change the direction of the channel just a little bit and kind of make it more like a vlog, you know. One thing I noticed from some of these other YouTubers is there's a lot of how-to YouTubers is what I call them. Like, they make a lot of how-to videos, like Chris Fix. He's a great creator, you know, makes a lot of cool videos. But then there's guys like It's Just a Six, like, it's just a vlog style. He doesn't really teach you anything as far as how to do this to your car. I mean, occasionally in his videos he does, and he's one of the YouTubers that inspire me to make my videos, you know, as well. And I want it to have that cinematic look. I'm just one guy, so it's kind of hard to make every video cinematic. Like, there's a lot that goes into making a video cinematic. There's been times where I was able to just pick the camera up and go and make it cinematic-ish, you know, at first, without putting any thought into it. But a lot of the times you have to actually put thought into it, you know, and then you have to record it, and, you know, and while you're recording, sometimes the shot may not go exactly how you plan, so you have to, you know, adapt and create a different shot to go with the previous shot. And, you know, then you got to find the right music for it, and all the right edits and stuff. Like, one of my videos, like my first B-roll video I ever made, I was able to crop it and make the crop come down slowly. That was really cool. I like that. That took time to learn how to do. I can do that now pretty easily, but if my videos aren't cinematic, I'm not going to do that. So, but yeah, guys, that's, like I said, that's it, really. I mean, just those things I wanted to talk to you about. And I hope everyone's staying safe. And, man, wearing these masks every day, every time we go into the store, sucks. Oh, in order to get this job that I got, I had to go take a physical strength test. Ugh. I'm a short guy, and I had to lift 90 pounds above my head onto a rack that is damn near as tall as the Tahoe. And I was rushing through it, and I had a mask on, and I couldn't breathe, and I lost my strength, like, when it was almost above my head. It was like the third time doing it, because we had to do it, like, you know, back to back to back. It was like, oh man, I almost thought I wasn't going to get the job, because I thought I wasn't going to be able to pass that test. But the girl told me, like, I could slow down, because I have a habit of starting out like a racehorse, like out the gate really fast, but then I lose my strength or energy, or I can't breathe. So, like, I took like 3 or 4 deep breaths, and then I did it with no problem. It's all like, dang. But that's how I hurt my back, because I was trying to go too fast instead of pacing myself. And that's something you have to do sometimes in life, is just pace yourself, and you'll get there. Just have patience. And yeah, I don't have a lot of patience, but being on YouTube is definitely teaching me more patience every day, and, like, uploading even when I'm not getting any views, hardly. So anyways, guys, that's it. I hope everyone has a great day. Stay safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.